need a speaking partner, but there's no one to speak English with around, and you don't have money to pay for one, so today I will be your speaking partner for free on YouTube. Let's get into our English conversations. Welcome back to English with Kayla. My name's Kayla. I'm an American English teacher, and today we are going to have English conversations all about an imaginary birthday party. Now, these are imaginary conversations, but they really do contain natural English phrases that native English speakers would really use and really say. In each of the conversations today, there'll be a role A and a role B, and you will have a chance to practice each of the roles with me. And as a bonus, all of the natural English phrases and grammar concepts that are in the English conversations, I will explain for you so you will have no confusion. Let's start out with the first one. Now, each of the conversations today will be about this imaginary surprise birthday that me and you are going to throw or hold for our friend named Rachel. Rachel's an imaginary person, but let's pretend she's real here. Rachel is our best imaginary friend, and we want her to have a wonderful time at her surprise birthday party. Now, I'm pretending that you and I are very good friends in these English conversations, so some of them will contain some banter and we'll kind of make fun of each other, but that is how English speakers talk most of the time amongst their friends. So let's plan the birthday party in this first conversation. I will be role A and you will be role B. Make sure to watch the conversation and go ahead and read your dialogue in the time that I give you between speaking. Here we go. I can't wait to celebrate Rachel's birthday today. What? 80 people? Only half of those people RSVP'd. Are we gonna have enough food and drinks for all of those people? Here, let me chip in some money to help with the cost. I was planning on singing a song to Rachel as my gift to her. Don't be so rude. I've been practicing and I think she'll really love my song. It's my gift to her from the heart. Great job on the first conversation of this lesson. The first conversation had the phrase, I can't wait. I can't wait for the party means I'm incredibly excited for the party. It's a very common thing to say when you're excited for an event. The next phrase that I want to point out is we said the party is going to be a blast. When we call something a blast, it means it is a lot of fun. So the party was a blast. It means it's going to be very fun. Now, RSVP is an acronym, but I just looked it up and it's actually an acronym for French, but we use it all of the time in English. It just means to tell the person if you're going to come or not come. And when we say RSVP'd, we use it as a verb. It means, did they tell us they were going to come? Often when you get a wedding invitation in the United States, it has a card that you send back to the person that is having the wedding, and it's called an RSVP. You tell them whether you're going to come or if you're not going to come. In our conversation, we had 80 people that are going to come to the party, and not all of them RSVP'd, so they didn't tell us on time if they were going to come or not come. That could be a little bit of a problem, but it sounds like it's going to be a blast. It's going to be a good party. I told you that I was going to chip in some money. That means I'm going to give you a portion of the money to help cover the cost of the party. This again is another phrase that native English speakers say all the time to say, I'll give you some money, I'll chip in. When we say the phrase no offense in English, you told me no offense, that just means that you're not trying to be rude, but what I'm going to say is going to be rude. You told me I was a bad singer, which I am a bad singer, and by saying no offense, it's just, I don't know, it's a formality, but it really is offensive when you say no offense. The last phrase that I want to point out in this conversation is I said that my song is from the heart. So if you give someone a gift from the heart, it just means that you thought a lot about it. It's not such a material gift. It's more personal and emotional, and you just really want to show your love. You're showing something from the heart. Now let's reverse roles in the conversation. We're going to switch. I am going to be person B, and you are going to be person A. Ready? Here we go. I know, her party is going to be a blast. There are 80 people coming. Can you believe it? I was going to go to the store right now and buy extras. Thanks. I'm definitely going to be over the budget that I had originally set, but the fun party is totally going to be worth it. I mean, no offense, but your singing is not the best. Are you sure you don't want to just buy her something? Excellent job doing speaking practice. Let's move on to conversation number 2. We've got the music, the food, the drinks, and the cake ready. Now we just need the birthday girl to get here. She's got to know that we're up to something. I thought that I had led on to the surprise when I told her I was busy today, but I made up some dumb excuse about having to go to the dentist. I know, that's why I thought she was starting to catch on to the surprise, but she's totally in the dark. I would be offended, but it's true. I just can't help myself. Excellent job. We are going to have our surprise party for our imaginary friend Rachel. Let's talk about some of those natural phrases we heard in conversation number 2 today. So I said that Rachel is the birthday girl. In the United States, at least, it's really common when it's someone's birthday to say, oh, who's the birthday boy or who's the birthday girl? We even kind of do this playfully with adults, calling them the birthday girl or the birthday boy. We don't really say the birthday woman or the birthday man. But it's more common with kids as well to say, you're the birthday girl today. Just means that it's your birthday. We're waiting for Rachel to pull up. That means to park her car in front of our house. So if you pull up to a store, it means you're parking at the store. If you pull up to a house, it means you're driving your car and you're parking at the house. When you say that you're up to something in English, it means that you are planning a surprise or you're kind of have a plan in place. Like, what are you up to right now? Like, the person hasn't told you what they're doing, so you're kind of curious what sort of secretive thing that they are up to or that they are planning. So in this case, we're up to a surprise party. We're planning a surprise party. I used the 2 phrases let on and catch on in this conversation. So I didn't let on that there was a surprise party. I did not tell the secret or give a hint. When you let on to something, you are revealing a secret. And if someone is catching on to a secret, or if they're going to catch on, it means they're going to start to know about it. You can also catch on to a trend, which means you start to notice it a lot more. Like, for instance, if you think bell-bottom jeans are a trend and it's starting to catch on, you think lots of people are going to start wearing bell-bottom jeans. Just an example. I don't think that's actually a trend right now. This surprise party brings up a lot of different natural English phrases about secrets, and when you say that someone is in the dark on a secret or on an idea, it means they don't know about it. It's like they can't see anything, they're in the dark, but figuratively, they're in the dark about the secret. They don't know. Calling someone a loudmouth can be rude. In this conversation, I admitted I was a loudmouth and that I can't keep a secret. And if you call someone a loudmouth, it means when they get a secret or they get information, they have to tell everyone. Again, it's kind of a rude way to describe someone, but it's very common. The last two phrases of this conversation, I can't help myself and what am I going to do with you? They're really common, playful expressions in the United States. So I just can't help myself, meaning like I have no willpower to stop doing what I'm going to do. So I just can't help myself, I have to tell a secret. Or I just can't help myself, I love chocolate and I'll eat lots of chocolate. So you have no willpower to stop doing the things if you can't help yourself. You said to me at the end of the conversation, what am I going to do with you? It just means like, you're crazy, a common expression to say like, I can't believe your personality or I can't believe your actions. But again, it's a playful, fun expression. What am I going to do with you? It's a rhetorical question, so you're not really asking for an answer. You're just playfully saying, you do such crazy things, I don't even know what to do with you. Now it's your turn to be person A in the conversation and my turn to be person B. Let's practice again. Here we go. She's on her way. Everyone has got to hide when we see her pull up. That makes no sense. It's Saturday. Good, because you can be kind of a loudmouth when it comes to keeping secrets. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do with you? Excellent practice! You have done 2 conversations with me today, and we have 1 left to practice. So this conversation takes place after this imaginary surprise birthday party. Again, I'll start with person A's role and you can be person B. Here we go. That birthday cake was so great. Who made it? The cake was exquisite. Are there any leftovers? Can you get me something else to eat? I'm really hungry. That sounds great. I just need something to hold me over. Yum! Thanks. That really hit the spot. All right, so that was our quickest conversation of this lesson, and you gave me an imaginary peanut butter and jelly sandwich at PB&J, and I pretended to eat it, sort of, and it really hit the spot. Let's talk about what all these phrases mean. I said that the cake was exquisite, and I'm pretty sure that the word exquisite, exquisite maybe, comes from a French word, as many English words do. I think about 30% of English words come from the French language, so thank you, France. And exquisite, it is a really advanced vocabulary term to say it was really good and the cake was really well made. I like that word a lot for describing good food. You're either a person that likes to eat leftovers or you don't like to eat leftovers. I personally love leftovers and I can eat the same thing almost every day. Leftovers is the term we use for food that we don't eat during the meal and maybe we save it in the fridge for later. Those are leftovers. So in this case, there was no leftovers of the cake because it was so good and everyone just kept eating it. In the conversation, we said there was not one bite left uneaten. This is a really roundabout, complicated way in English to say that the cake was gone. It was not uneaten because it was all eaten by the people at the party. And there were 80 people at this party, so that's a lot of cake. I asked you in this conversation if you could get me something to eat. This can either mean, can you buy me something to eat, or can you make me something to eat? Can you make me a snack? essentially. And then you told me you were going to make me a PB&J. This is an extremely common acronym that stands for peanut butter and jelly sandwich. PB&J. If you've ever heard an American mention a PB&J, it is just like the most common snack, the most common sandwich that we make that literally has peanut butter on one side, jelly on the other, and we stick it together. That snack was just to hold me over. So if you have food that's just to hold you over, it's just to help you not feel hungry before the next meal. So you're eating something small to hold you over. Sometimes we say we need money to hold us over. Maybe all your bills are due at the beginning of the month and you have no money until your next paycheck. So you'll ask a friend for some money just to hold you over so that you don't go hungry and you have money to buy food and things that you need. Now, I talked in my polite English speaking lesson about the phrase, give me a minute. It's a really polite way to tell someone just, I'm a little bit busy, or it's gonna take me a little bit of time, but if you give me 1 minute, not a literal minute, a figurative minute, so probably longer, I will help you out. In this case, you are going to help me out by making me a peanut butter and jelly. The last two phrases I want to explain to you from this English conversation are to hit the spot and master chef. Maybe you've heard these phrases before, maybe not. When a food hits the spot, it means it tastes really good and we're very satisfied after we eat it. So for me, a piece of chocolate cake will always hit the spot. And then if you call yourself a master chef, there was actually a television show on, I think, the Food Network or the Cooking Channel, something like that in the United States that people were obsessed with, called Master Chef, and it's just about being really good at cooking food, or a good chef. So it's just a fun phrase to just say, I'm really good at cooking. I'm a master chef. Now your turn to be person A and my turn to be person B in our final English conversation. Thank you so much for being my speaking partner today. Let's get started on our final speaking exercise. Jessie baked the cake this morning. No, there wasn't one bite left uneaten. How about a PB&J? Give me 1 minute to make it. Here you go. Anytime. I am a master chef. Wow, you've had 3 different conversations to practice English with a speaking partner today. That is awesome. Congratulations. Keep up the good work. I have other speaking lessons that if you want to check out, they'll be super helpful to you because I know it's so hard to find a speaking partner to practice your English with, and especially natural English, not from a textbook. If you like these types of lessons, make sure you subscribe and like this video because it tells YouTube that these lessons are good and helpful to other people learning English. If you want daily English tips, make sure to follow me on Instagram at English with Kayla. And good luck studying English. I'll see you in the next lesson.